think even the hippiest of vegans with your tie-dye shirt and your sandalwood perfume would agree that there's some anti-nutrients in plants. There are some potential harmful effects. I was walking in nature the other day, stinging nettle brushed my foot. It was painful. Was it trying to kill me? It just didn't want me in the area. Relax. Just because plants have anti-nutrients doesn't mean you have to avoid every single one. There's strategies, man. All these stupid people avoid it. Oh my god, the plant celery is defeating me. Help. Help.
I am a vegan. You are a loser.
So I've been purely ethical veganized for now 8 months and counting. There's a white robe in the mail on its way here, and I no longer need shoes. So like, this is cool, it's working so far. And there's been many up and down streaks, and anti-nutrients do exist. At one point, you remember, I went carnivore and I was like, anti-nutrients, huh? Maybe that's why I was effing myself with plants. I couldn't digest them. There's FODMAPs, salicylates, oxalates. There's so many compounds in plants that could potentially be irritating your system. Nickel. A lot of people have nickel allergies and they can't eat certain foods just because they were grown in certain areas. You can't cook with a stainless steel pan. Nickel, oh my god. But here's why going carnivore to avoid all those anti-nutrients is stupid. One, it's the amount that matters. So oxalates bother me. I can't just eat the unlimited amounts of spinach and beets. You think I'm making a spinach beet salad with like rhubarb on there and like I'll top it with a Swiss chard dressing? Like, no thank you. I once made a little beet green and I wondered if the next day I was gonna get eye troubles because oxalates F my eyes. They come right out of my eyes and I'm getting styes. Like for years I was suffering with this. Styes, pink eye, like, you know, the joke, eye aids. Every time once you see the sunglasses come on, you're like, oh, he's got eye aids again. Well, I had that one beet green meal and the next day I was just full covered with mucus. I was like, no. Thankfully it went away immediately, and I don't eat high oxalate foods. You don't have to. You don't have to eat spinach ever. There's other greens that are lower in oxalates. Kale, lettuce, cucumbers is a green. Point is, I eat many foods that contain oxalates, but I don't go over a certain threshold. I don't know what that number is, but like, I seem to be able to eat things like buckwheat. Oh, it's high in oxalates. Not high enough, apparently, to bother my eyes. But beet greens? No thank you. Spinach? You're a loser. So like, you can navigate this world like the sea sailors, looking at the clouds and the stars. Like, you see it. Okay, there's a little oxalate puddle. Let's veer right on that one. No thank you to those. Whereas like carnivores, I'm oxalate dumping. You just don't have calcium to buffer it anymore. That's why you're experiencing oxalate symptoms. You've been debunked. For me, I don't seem to do well with FODMAPs. There's a high FODMAP list. Go look at that list, and dates are very high. If I eat a lot of dates, I start getting the sulfury gas. Does that mean FODMAPs are gonna kill you? Like, everything has some FODMAPs. It's just there's a limit. It seems to be a reoccurring theme that you can't go past a certain amount of these anti-nutrients. They exist. I'm not denying them, but you can have like so much of them. It's just certain foods, you gotta find your one. And eventually, I should be able to tolerate the FODMAPs. So what I would do personally is develop a list of foods that are known to be low in most of these anti-nutrients. Usually fruits are pretty safe, especially melons. Those are nice. Like, some people don't do well with citrus. Relax. Some mango allergies, like there's latex. Look up the latex fruits. Like, those are scary, man. So like, just get your couple base fruits, and then like white rice is very benign. Yes, there's arsenic in there. There's arsenic in the air right now from this light, probably. I don't know. It's not gonna kill you in a certain amount. You need like a ton. But you pick the low anti-nutrient foods, the lettuces, cucumbers. Don't go for the nightshades. No tomatoes, no potatoes. Just like very basic plan of melons, greens, leafy greens, not spinach. Certain ones, kale is okay for some. A little fibrous, a little sulfury. And then your white rice. Just stay there, man. you might be able to do some buckwheat or millet or quinoa. So once you've established this base where you have these foods, pretty enjoyable, somewhat balanced diet, and then you're no longer bloated and gassy, and you're not having reverse gas where there's like constipated colon, the gas goes this way, and then it's like, uh-oh, there's a door, and then it comes back out, and then like up through your arms or something. You're not having that. You're not leaving veganism, making a video, oh, the arm gas thing killed me. Once you've established yourself, then you add in a little tiny touch of something that's like, okay, I'm gonna have a couple dates. Let's see how that goes. Okay, that seemed to be good. Okay, I'll add 7. Okay, that was too much. That was that. Okay, let's back off. Maybe 3. No, I'm not ready for 3. I'm not even ready for 1 anymore. Okay, we got a setback there, minor setback. Then you try it again in a week. 1 date. Okay, we're good, yeah. Just make a journal. So try it. Something simple like melons for breakfast. Lunch, bananas. I like the Saba bananas. They're steamed, they're fun. They're not like a regular bananas, but most people, okay. You make your banana smoothie, not crazy thing, there's some berries in there, those okay. And then your dinner's a white rice and veggies type of thing. Maybe the odd sauce makes it into your life. I'm not mad at you. I would stay low fat for now. You don't want to be experimenting with a lot of plant fats. They're very concentrated, very like, you're not going to beans. Beans, nuts, seeds, those are crazy. Grains are crazy too, but white rice is almost like a fruit. It's so soft and nice. And even buckwheat's close to a fruit. But avoid the biggest offenders. Find out which anti-nutrient is bothering you. I know for sure it's oxalates for me. I don't know that I have a problem with salicylates ever. It's just oxalates, FODMAPs I gotta be wary of. So like you establish your base and then minor amounts of these things enter your life. 1 bite of spinach, although you never need spinach. There's 0 reason to ever eat it when you have lettuce and kale. Relax, collard greens, those are fun. But just because these anti-nutrients are present in a food doesn't mean that they're not meant to be eaten in certain amounts. It just means that we were bad and we need to be punished. And that's the way of our world. We have terrible thoughts. We've done terrible deeds. And now we have to eat foods with little tiny punches in our guts, and you adapt because you came to hell earth and it's your time now to make a difference. And so like you have a couple of these foods and they hurt, but you strengthen yourself through the adversity and it's worth it on the other side. You're not killing a lamb. You don't step on a seagull's neck to take its eggs while its father is held underground with sand castles. You're not living that life. It's a nice world, and you're creating it by eating small amounts of the anti-nutrients, and you'll adapt. You'll be fine. You thumbing up the video? I would. Wouldn't I? Some have chosen a different path. I'll tell you why you're thumbing it down. You once shaved a porcupine. It's not hair. They're needles. There's no hair clippers that even do that technology. Like, would you use? Can't just like use a dollar store clipper. Even the best ones would fail. And then what do you do after? What's his defense now? You didn't think of that? Oh, there's a lion, I'm safe, but he's not safe. You're not safe. Bitcoin's safe. Send it on over sometime. Subscribe for more videos.